Hello there. Welcome to the Drifting Spore. I'm Steve. It is a bitter cold but absolutely gorgeous day here in Nova Scotia today, man. I'm drifted up to the way. So, in my the current series of videos I'm running for my daily videos, I drifted up this little stream, man, in a location I've never checked out before. I'm calling it the way, and I found this spot, man. This is a gorgeous spot. As soon as I saw it, I was like, wow, there's so many components that are awesome in this spot. It's relatively flat. There's good big old trees. I'm in like an open hemlock stem. There's eastern hemlock. The squirrels are hollering at me already. The east is that way, so the sun is rising and coming right in on this spot, man. It is the way, I think. So anyway, this series of videos I drifted through. Digital hunted and gathered up a bunch of videos here and said to myself, I am coming back here. Next drift, this is where I'm coming. So today's the day, man. It's been a little bit since I uploaded a video just because right in the winter, it gets dark early, man. So it's hard to get out after work. I do work full time, so with overtime occasionally. So it's a little tough through the week to get out. I got to wait till the weekends to get my moments. But the moment right now is right now. So I'm out. I'm going to get set up, unpack my bag, and gather up some material. We're going to get a little fire going. I brought my hammock chair today, going back to the basics. I thought about bringing a tarp and trying to set up a little shelter for today, but I just want to sit and enjoy the woods. I'm going to have a little fire, and I'm going to enjoy the stream trickling by. You can see how the sun is hitting the water and reflecting on my staff, man. I love big, old, open woods. This is what is, man, right here. So anyway, if you'd like to see how this all plays out and relax for a while with me here up the way, you're more than welcome, man. I hope you enjoy. There we go. I got the hammock chair hung. This here is my little thermal seat that goes with my orange backpack. I brought it today so that it's kind of like a thermal seat. So, oh, I'm gonna have a nice little spot to put my cup there. All right, right on. We got this, man. Too easy. I'm gonna get set up right here for my fire. I don't need to build a fire ring or anything. I brought my self-contained fire pit kit with my colander, my vegetable strainer slash colander, and a baking pan. You'll see. I don't need a fire ring. I don't need to burn the ground. I can have a fire without doing any harm, man. Gorgeous in here today. I'm still wearing an orange hat because today is the last day of deer season here in Nova Scotia. The general rifle season ended last weekend. This weekend is the last day of muzzleloader. So, as I said before, since I'm not hunting, I don't need an orange vest, but I'm throwing on the orange hat because, right, it's the last day. So, fellas and ladies out there that didn't get their deer yet might be out with the muzzleloader. And if they are, they're going to see me. They need to be within 100 yards to pull the trigger anyway. So, surely they'll know I'm not a deer. I'm not being quiet either. I'm making lots of noise and talking and stuff. So, it's so nice. I am going to enjoy this, I think. Okay, I'm going to scramble around, get set up to get a fire going, and we're going to have a nice little lunch here in the woods up here at the way. Right on, man. So nice. This is definitely a great potential camping spot, I would say. With a little tiny bit of effort, you can make this, and without altering too much of anything, you could make this into a gorgeous spot. Not that it isn't already, it's already pretty perfect, man. There's tons of down wood around. So, right, there's all kinds of resources just right here that I'm going to be able to gather up. So I'm going to scramble around, get that set up, and I'll bring you back once I've accomplished that. So nice. And the whole time I'm going to remember to pause, ground myself out to this beautiful location, breathe it in, man. Awesome. A little bit breezy today. Bit of a north wind going through, but I'm sat down in between two ridges, so it's not too windy right here. And like I say, it's supposed to be, feels like minus 16 out. I'm not feeling it too bad. I can go around with no gloves on right now, and that feels okay to me. So, all right, let's get to work. All right, I got enough wood gathered, I think. If I don't, there's plenty around. I can scramble and get more, but for what I'm going to do, like it's not, I don't need a fire for a long, long time. So, but I did baton some bigger stuff and I kept a couple rounds so I can control the speed of my fire. Hopefully, we'll see. Anyway, I wanted to show you is that I brought a little bit different cook system this time. Not the fire is normal, but I was cleaning up my gear area at home and I discovered a kit that I had kind of forgotten about, I guess. I've got my plastic spatula, as always. I've got my mug, as usual. Those are not new. This isn't new. I've had this for a while. And this is just one of those Walmart cook kits, like the $12 pan plate pot kits. And I don't remember using it, but I have used it because it's scorched a little bit. I put a little piece of paracord around it because that handle wants to pop up all the time. So a little piece of paracord wrapped around the back had solved that from popping open over and over again. So I'll save that piece of paracord. And I'll just show you, is you got a little handle on the pan. This is a great one-person set. You've got a built-in plate / cover right? That covers your pan. I'll just kind of chuck things over here as I go. You've got a pot lid and a pot, and I tried out the pot handle locks in, so it makes it easy to pour. And I've got my I got a bandana in here, and inside of my bandana, that's just so that stuff's not rattling around real bad. I've got my folding fork and spoon, and I've got oh, this is one of my newest creations. I showed you the seasoning kit, the Drifting Spore, the official Drifting Spore seasoning kit. I've made a bunch of those. I'm doing a market tomorrow, and I've got a bunch of those to sell at this market. Not a bunch, like 10, I think. And this one here is my own personal one. I didn't mass produce these ones, but this is my little emergency coffee kit. So I've got 3 instant Cafe Bustellos in there. Hopefully you can see that. And a little vial with sugar. And underneath all of that, I have 2 packs of Twinings Earl Grey tea. So I've already had my coffee today, so I'll be opting for Earl Grey tea this time. I just wanted to show you that. New developments. You kind of gotta, there we go, perfect. I really like these little tins. I just grabbed these off Amazon. They're like an Altoids tin style tin. Very cool. And you don't have to, I'm not a huge fan of the Altoids mints, so very cool. Okay, I'm gonna get everything stacked up and get this fire going and get my water ready for tea, and then I'll show you as to what I'm gonna have for my lunch. Something I've been wanting to do ever since I started doing this. Ever since I started coming into the woods, I've wanted to try this, and I never have. So I'm looking forward to giving this one a try today. Excuse me. And that sun beaming through the trees is doing me a whole world of good right now. Very nice. Okay. Take a moment to just breathe it in. The little stream flowing by is just delicious, man. Squirrels have been chattering away at me the whole time I've been here. So, okay, let's get a fire going, man. I've got a plane going over. I've got my tinder bag, and my tinder bag, like, I DIY most everything I can, anything I can think of, and this was once a pair of cargo shorts. You can see this was the cargo pocket on the leg, and the actual hip pocket was up here, and what I did was just cut it out, put some paracord through the top to cinch it closed, and that's been my tinder bag ever since. So I brought some dry tinder from home too. Got a couple pine cones in here. I do a lot of wood carving and stuff, so I got some shavings in here. I'd like to put just maybe a couple good sized pieces of wood in the bottom of my colander. And I should have, oh yeah, I got some birch bark in here. That'll work nice. Oh yeah, that's plenty of birch bark there. That's gonna work. I'm gonna throw in my 2 pine cones too, because why not? I got them. And I have a feeling this stuff here is gonna burn really well. It's probably gonna burn pretty fast. But when I saw it, I thought that is great looking fire material. So I've got my snips here. I've got my fire lighting kit. I always have like my knife, my bushcraft knife, my QSP Bison D2, and my ferro rod is attached to my knife. If I have my knife with me, I have a way to start fire, right? Because I have a ferro rod on the outside of that. I have paracord on the outside of that. I have a sail needle on the outside of that. So my sheath, if I have my QSP Bison D2, I have pretty much everything I need, right? If things went sideways. So my fire lighting kit is just an eyeglasses container that I picked up at the dollar store for $2. And I've got many, many different ways to start fire in there. I have matches in a nice little matches case. I have a ferro rod. I have one of these fire starting cubes. I have a Fresnel lens or whatever they're called, a magnifying lens. And I have a little David's tea tin with cotton and Vaseline. So I'm going to get a little bit of this cotton and Vaseline out here. This stuff's been sitting for months, I want to say, like all summer. So hopefully it'll still work. I have a feeling it will. I'm gonna tuck some of that in there. Last drift I was on, I cut myself trying to get my ferro rod, just a little nick on my knuckle. I cut myself getting my ferro rod and my knife out. And I realized I was going to wear a neck knife today. I have a Mora that I can run as a neck knife. But I always carry my big knife in front of my last hip loop. So I can always pull that knife right around to my front when I take it out and put it back. And that's what I'm going to do from now on in the winter when I'm wearing more clothes. So now I'm just going to snip up some of this tiny stuff. There's a four-wheeler going. I'm down a dirt road, but that doesn't mean there isn't a bit of traffic on it. I'm not horribly far from the road, really, all things said and done. I can't see it from here, but if a car goes by, I can hear them. Yeah. I think this stuff's going to work pretty good, man. I just want to chop up as much of it as I can get in here for now. We'll start with a fairly good sized fire, I think. And I can always snip it after. All right. Put my fire lighting stuff back. We'll see if we can make a fire out of this. I'll bring these around so you can see the lighting. I have a lighter. I'm not going to use it. You should always save that stuff. Save your for sure stuff and use your stuff that lasts a long time. Like a ferro rod, that should last me a long time. If I ever wear one out, I'd be surprised for the amount that I use it. Okay, I'm going to put you guys so you can see the action here. We're going to light this fire. Okay, let's try this. See if we can get her going. I'm going to use my ferro rod from inside my kit, and I notice this edge is rounded on my snips. These are just Fisker snips, but this side is sharp. So I'm thinking I can probably strike my ferro rod from this. Oh, there we go. Everything goes right back into my fire lighting kit. Get just a couple of slightly larger sticks in here for a minute. All right. Oh, she's a bit smoky. Come on. Build enough heat there to get going. There we go. Let's see if I can get my pot on there right away. As that burns down, that should level out, I'd say. Don't want my pot to be too steep that it wants to pour out, though. Oh, all good. Right on. We're in action now. My fire is going quite slowly. So I'm going to try to liven it up here. I thought all those really small spruce twigs would want to go like really good, but they're moving kind of slow. So I'm going to throw in a bunch more tinder, try and get a bit of a better base going, and get this fire really rocking and rolling. It's got to get hot enough, I guess. We've had a lot of rain. We went from a lot of rain to really cold here in Nova Scotia. Got my little pocket bellows here. Ooh, she is smoky. Hello, fire, my old friend. Now let's get these on here too. I need to get this base of the fire hot enough that it'll sustain itself when I put bigger stuff in. That's what I need to happen here. Now, gonna put that on. Let's see if we can get. My tea has been working. It's just not quite enough fire to get it boiled yet. Okay, what I'm having for lunch is cooked, so it's not a huge deal. I just need to warm it, but I want to kind of frizzle it up a bit. Now, where did I put? Okay, here's my pocket bellows. Oh, the smoke moving through the trees is pretty nice too, though. Nice. Hopefully we got something going on here now. I find my wood that I split small. There we go. I'll get that up front and center here. All right. A few of these here smaller sticks. And we'll see what happens now. Tea's starting to look better. It's getting nice and dark. Hopefully it'll take off. There we go. My tea is well boiled now. I've got a good fire established there in the old colander now. So let's try pouring from a pot. Also not something I do, not something I've done very often. Oh yeah, that fire's doing great there now. The handle of this pot does kind of have little indentations to slide up into. So let's just go for it. That tea looks good and strong. I'm not going to put the bag in it. I'm just going to leave the bag in the pot. Now, I slap my cover on it so it'll stay warm until I'm ready for it. Yep, smoke right in my eyes. There we go. Oh, I can go back here for a minute. Now, let's see how we're doing here. I can get some more of this wood on here. And we're going to get cooking here any second. Leave that off, I think. Yeah. All right. My little frying pan with plate / lid. Now I'm going to have to try and... Oh, there's a good balancing point right there. I'll let my pan heat up here for a minute. Man, oh man, you would never know that it feels like -15 out here right now. I'm not getting a lot of sun. It's just kind of being dissipated through the trees. Every once in a while I get a beam. It's very nice. Okay, my pan's already hot. I've got my folding fork here. I need it probably. Now, this is something I've always wanted to cook in the woods and never had an opportunity to do it until today. So I have shrimp. The shrimp is fully cooked, so that's good. And I have a full stick of garlic butter. I'm going to put that garlic butter right there, just like that. I'm going to let it start melting. And then I'm going to dump my bag of shrimp right in there. I saw a YouTube friend of mine, Jackie Blanchard, up there in Ontario. She did shrimp in the woods the other day, and she did a rice pilaf with it. Looked gorgeous, man. It looked really good. But it reminded me that I've always wanted to do garlic shrimp in the woods, and I've never done it. So today is that day. And I thought it'd be a great opportunity to try out this frying pan set. That lid's a little bit tricky because there's no way, if I put it on tight, there's no way to really get it off easy. So I'm going to put it like that and hope that I can hook it with my fork and get it off. That'll contain some of the heat there. Oh, my butter's moving. Yeah. Hopefully, this should be plenty of fuel to get through what I'm going to do here. Just a test to see if I can get this off in there. Oh yeah, close enough. And I try to get this butter melting. Once the fire burns down to the colander, it's going to sit on there right nice. I'll let that melt and bring us back when we're ready to add some shrimp. The butter itself smells good. Gotta love garlic butter, man. Shrimp in the woods up to the way. Love it. Okay. My full stick of garlic butter. It's just about fully melted there. I've got lots of fuel in the stove now. And I got it fairly leveled, and it's just kind of cruising. It's on cruise control now. So I'm gonna add my shrimp, man. I did salt and pepper my shrimp in the bag. Let's go. There we are. Oh yeah, this pan is the perfect size for all this shrimp. Okay, there's my plate / lid. I'm gonna cover that for a bit, just like that, leaving a little crack so I can get my fork under it. And I'm gonna see what happens there. Oh, that's hot. All right. Smells really good. But garlic butter always smells really good. And I've got a little bit of wood left over for while I'm sitting chilling. Ooh-wee. Oh my. Does that ever look and smell good, man? I'm just gonna hang on. I'm not gonna just yet. This is good. This is done. I'm gonna pop that grate off. Just lay it there. And I'm gonna put a little bit more wood on my fire. This is the split stuff. There we go. And I am gonna just pour some of this excess flambe. Pour some of this excess butter in here so that I don't end up with it in my pack, and this way I don't have to dump it anywhere. Oh, look at that, man. That looks pretty good. Okay, it's time to get comfy and enjoy my lunch. I'll put it right there. Get it before it gets cold. I guess I didn't need my plate after all. That's great. Whew, all right. Relaxing time. All righty. Here we go. Take the lid off my tea, which is still volcano hot, I would say. Earl Grey. Twinings Earl Grey. Strong and hot. Perfect. Now, garlic buttered shrimp in the woods. I'm a mushroom guy, so I'm always on the lookout for shrimp of the woods. Never found it. Today I've got shrimp in the woods. Wow. That is every bit as good as I imagined it would be. I basically boiled the shrimp in a full stick of garlic butter. That is amazing. I'm gonna have one more before I. Absolutely perfect, man. It's not gonna take me long to eat these. A little bit of a struggle to get my fire good. I should have known that. I always want to get, I feel like I'm wasting heat if I light my fire and don't get something on it right away. But I'd be way better served to let the fire get super good and well established before I start cooking over it. Like right now, I bet you I could cook over that for the next hour with just a little bit of wood I got here, right? But I had enough to do what I needed to do. Once I got it going, that pocket bellows was actually a gift from Mark Young as well. So it worked great to put air right to the bottom of the fire. Holy moly. So good, man. That is amazing. Well, I'm not going to make you sit here and listen to me make noises every time I eat a shrimp. I'm just going to chill, enjoy my fire, enjoy the way slowly floating by, man. This little stream is just gorgeous. What a fantastic spot this is, man. So, curiosity is the only reason I found this spot. Like I say, I was digital hunting and gathering last weekend, and it was one of those I've never been up this stream. Go for a look, right? The universe tends to reward curiosity, especially if you're out just thinking like, show me something beautiful, man. Let me see it. Let me experience it. The universe will normally support you in that endeavor, I've found. Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna get serious about eating this. I'll bring this back when I'm done. That butter, man. I love garlic butter. Pretty impressed with this pan, too, actually. And the pot. I like this little set. Hmm. Oh my, that was absolutely wonderful, man. Hmm. It's been a long time since I had a good feed of shrimp. I've never had a good free feed of shrimp out in the woods. Thank you very much, Jackie, for reminding me that I always wanted to do this. So, oh, I'm glad to have got it done. I'll do that again, man. Very good. Anything cooked in garlic butter is good, but shrimp over fire, done up in garlic butter, basically boiled in garlic butter. Very good. I sure did like it. My tea was strong and hot. Struggled with the fire a little bit at first, but we got it. Thankfully, I had that pocket bellows Mark gave me. That really did the trick. So having dry a tinder bag, right? Coming out with a tinder bag, being a little bit prepared. That's all it takes, man, to have a really great time out in the woods. There's been about 3 squirrels hanging around, chattering away at me as I've been sitting here. They're probably not used to the likes of me. I just saw something up in the woods move there. I've heard tales that down in this area there's a good amount of coyotes around. I haven't seen any sign of them, but you never know. They're out here trying to make a living too. I'm not out here trying to make a living. I'm trying to escape that. This is where no thoughts of that occur. Beautiful, man. My fire's almost burned down to ash. I had a little bit of wood left over. All that bigger stuff, I should have split it, I guess. But live and learn. I will definitely be back to this spot for sure. It's lovely. Great spot to bring the kids to. They'll like it here. It's a good one they can explore, right? I can see 200 feet in any direction in front of me. So they would really enjoy exploring up in here. And I'm going to further explore upstream of here for sure. It gets a little bit thicker, and the hemlock is on that side. On this side, it looks like it transitions to some hardwood, a bit of birch in there. But I'm going to explore this area in far further detail. Beautiful. I'm going to spend a few minutes here just breathing nice and deep. Gonna fill my belly, fill my chest, pause and exhale. Just be. Just let that rays of the sun beam down on me. That's nice. Anywhere you can get beside flowing water, it's good for you, man. I encourage you, if you can, get out and experience stuff like this. You don't have to go far. Find a stream that's running under a road, park your car, and walk it. Go walk into the woods, man, and see what you see. This is all I do. I see a stream and I think, wow, I wonder what's up there. And then I walk it and I find gorgeous spots like this. It's not far off the road. In 10 minutes, I'll be back to my car. Maybe 15, but still, it's not far off the road, man. It feels like it's far off the road, though. This is what keeps you grounded through the week, especially getting this close to Christmas when the energy wants to just double down on you. Doing the stuff like this brings you right back to zero, man. Start again, reset. Just gonna let my fire burn out and then I'm gonna start packing. What an awesome time here, man. Perfect. As I was cleaning up my stuff, found a couple little rough grouse feathers. A sure sign from the universe that this is a special place. I'm just going to leave them here. Normally I would add them to my staff. Maybe I will add them to my staff. I don't take these gifts from the universe too lightly, but I also train myself to let go of everything I fear to lose. So when the feathers come off my staff and drift away, I just let them go. The universe will provide more. Anyway, holy, what a beautiful bit of time in the woods I've had, man. So grateful to be able to do this stuff, to be able to share it with yous, right? It's amazing, man. So I'm gonna head out. I've accomplished shrimp in the woods in garlic butter. I've always wanted to do it. Jackie Blanchard, check her out on YouTube. She inspired me. She reminded me that I always wanted to do this. And her shrimp in the woods there I saw in her last video was what inspired me to do this one. So perfect setting. Really happy with that smaller cook kit. Like I say, I've been using my my kettle and frying pan for a long time. And I just thought I'd try this one because it's a little bit more compact. And you know what? I like it. It worked well. I'm quite happy with that. So anyway, time to head downstream. I've had a beautiful bit of time up here at the way. And I will be back. This is definitely going to be a spot from here on out. I can kind of feel the power of this place. It sings deeply to me. Right on. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed spending time in the woods with me today. I hope, it's my hope, that you could get out and do this yourself, man. I'm not saying you have to video it or anything, but just go spend a little time in the woods. If you can take 20 minutes even to just go sit on a fallen log, man, or lean against a tree and just be quiet and listen and look and experience this, I guarantee you will feel good when you're done. I know I sure do. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, and remember, folks, as always, you will never find anything unless you get out and look. Go have a look, man. It's worth it. Bye for now.